Hey guys!
Alright folks, we're here today to check out the Patreon poll winner of the week. I know it's Friday. We waited all the way until Friday to check out the video that won on Sunday, the Patreon poll of the week, and it's Amorphis. We also had a lot of people asking us to check out the brand new single from Amorphis. They announced a new album is coming out. This is the first single, Light and Shadow. Let me just say this. I love Amorphis. I love the guys in Amorphis. But when I think of first singles from Amorphis, there's only one that reigns supreme, and that is the B. That's the only one. That is one of the greatest, if not, that is, let me rephrase that. That is the greatest first single that Amorphis has ever.
I don't even say ever.
Ever, I think it's pushing
Ever it's top five. Ever it's top five.
Yeah, but definitely as far as Amorphis is concerned, that is their first best ever single that they've ever released on any album cycle. Let me just say that.
I think it's
probably my favorite Amorphis song of all time.
It's fighting for top space,
yeah,
man.
Definitely top there. All right, so Light and Shadow, Amorphis, from the upcoming new record. Let's fucking go. I love that, man.
My arms unclenched, my
Okay, not number one single of all time.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
But pretty good.
Pretty good though.
Pretty good, I must say. You know, it ain't no B.
It ain't no B.
But having said that, so far I like this one more than any of the singles from the previous album. Which I think for me the previous album was a little bit. In
the comments.
A
lot of death threats in the comments.
No, in the great. Listen, I'm a huge fan of the band, huge fan of Amorphis, and I know the guys, and I have nothing but love and respect for all of them. But the last record, Halo, if I'm not mistaken, it's just it didn't do it for me. And I think it's not that it's a bad record, but it's so hard to follow up Queen of Time. Like, how the fuck do you follow up that record?
True.
Anytime a band has a great record, and this band has a great discography. But any band, doesn't matter if it's Amorphis, Halloween, King Diamond, whoever. You put out like
Star Stellar album. It's hard to follow it up.
Then the next.
Doesn't matter how good the next one is. It's never gonna.
It doesn't matter how good. Like you're almost setting yourself up for failure when you release an album that's
like
that good.
If this was one of the singles of the
we would be like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Like, you know, this ain't no Amongst the Stars. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. So when you have such a great record, like. I've never met a person who said that record is not one of their favorite Amorphis records. Like, it's one of their best albums of all time. And they have an insane discography. So anything you come after that, I don't care how good it is, it's always going to feel like it's not as good.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Now, this... So then the other thing is, then following up that record becomes a lot easier, because your palette has been reset and you're ready for some new shit.
They do a Mike Posner, man. They do a Mike Posner.
What the fuck is Mike Posner?
The guy who made I Took a Pill in Ibiza and he made some other song. But the one of the first songs he made went like really really big, and then he made another song that also was like really big, but it just wasn't as big as the first one, so he was seen as a flop.
Oh, so like Aqua. They did Barbie Girl, and then after that they had another one or whatever.
Yeah, but since it's not as big as
Barbie Girl.
The first one, right? So
Mike Posner, I was like, does he play central midfield for like Queen's Park Rangers?
But then he got relegated to. He's relegated. But then like he was like, oh, I'm not gonna make music. So he makes music for other people. Like he made If I Was Your Boyfriend for Justin Bieber. He made that song.
Oh. And
they gave it to Justin Bieber because he's like,
It's sometimes better to just make music for other people.
Yeah, feel bad for the guy though.
I don't. He's probably got more money than me. So
True.
So I don't feel bad for him. Anybody who has more money than me, I don't feel bad for.
But it's a similar effect where it's like really big, and then it's like, yes, this is really good, but you know, it didn't do as good as this one, right? So it's seen as a failure technically, but it's not.
Like Gangsta's Paradise.
Yeah, anything Coolio did after Gangsta's Paradise.
Does anybody care?
I don't even know any other Coolio songs.
Does anybody care?
All I know is that guy, he walked through the valley of the shadow of death, and he took a look to his right and realized there was nothing left.
Yeah. Fuck. That's a great realization to have. It means his eyesight is really good. So anyhow, what do you think about Light and Shadow?
Dude, it's so so mystical. Yeah, but very 80s.
I thought it was very 80s. The synths on this track is very 80s.
Very mystical. Like, you know,
like very Hobbit 80s.
Yeah, like
if the Hobbits were big in the 80s.
It's funny. I don't know if it's weird to say this, but like the way the keyboard sounds, it sounds like how light shines off the water, like the beautiful, like you see crystal clear water, light shining off it and looks really nice. That's what.
If that had a sound.
If that had a sound, it would be those keyboards.
Yeah, that's well put. I can see that.
Right, dude.
I can see that.
If that had a sound, it would be those keyboards. Because, God, they were really nice.
The keyboards were phenomenal.
They're really, really nice.
Really good. Really good. Some of the best keyboards I've heard in an Amorphis song in a long time. Because they added so much life to the song. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, they didn't take anything away from it. They didn't make it like... They didn't make it synthetic. Mm-hmm. Because I find that a lot of bands these days that over-rely on keys, they almost make the song sound so... not fake, but so synthetic. Mm-hmm. Because the keyboards it's an element that doesn't add warmth to the sound. It's not like a guitar sound or a bass sound or a drum sound that adds warmth to the way the song comes across. It adds earthiness to the song. The keys don't. They actually tend to take that away. And in this track, because like your definition of the way the sound of the keys is perfect for me. Mm-hmm. And I think that allows the track to still have all the other elements and
I will
balance
say
itself
I
out really
like
well.
the harsh vocals too, but I also feel like the song without the
The
harsh
song could have
vocals,
worked without.
It could have been without it, right?
Could have been without it. Totally without it.
Didn't really need them,
Didn't
but they
need
were
them.
cool to be there. Didn't
They're
really need them.
cool. I'm not harping on it. Like it's not like. But
It's
if
not
they were,
it's not a make or break for me.
but if they weren't there, I would have been totally fine.
Exactly,
Because this song is so light
Oh,
that you almost don't need them.
Yeah, man.
And we know he can do it, but we almost don't need it. Like Tommy, take a back seat, man. Take a break on this one. Just give us your singing voice. Give us your shower voice.
Yeah,
That's all we want is your shower voice, not your constipated voice.
no, definitely not that voice.
Now, I'm not saying he sounds constipated by no means. I sound constipated if I try to do that voice. Then I do, but not him. But this is a great single.
Really good single, yeah.
Has me excited for the rest of the record and to listen to the album and to see what other singles they're going to do, for sure. It's going to also be interesting to see where this single is going to rank as far as the rest of the album. Because this is a very interesting song to pick as your first single, considering that keyboard sound and that predominance that it has within the whole track.
Who knows? Maybe it's
Having said that, Queen of Time also had the dun dun dun. Yeah, the B had that. So Queen of Time as a first single,
yeah, true.
really introduced the track with that. This one with as a first single introduces with this. Man, I start to see some resemblances. I'll start to see some resemblances. So I liked it. I really dig this song. I really, really like this song.
Yeah.
Feels very Amorphis-like.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so let us know in the comment section. What's your thoughts on this single? Album? Is everybody excited? What's happening? Hit us up in the comment section and we'll see you all at the next one.
See ya.